Hey there all, Mann video fans. This is another edition in the Grandma's popularly selected stories with its digitized version and how the story Two Silly Goats is related in today's world. So be with me till the end, but before that you can subscribe to my YouTube channel by pressing the bell icon. You can even like, share or comment on my video. These are on a series based popularly stories of grandma which will be added with today's digital version so as to visualize that how much the technology has helped everyone's day-to-day life and the technical aspects are fruitful to us or not. Two silly quotes. Grandma's older version. Once in a village there lived two silly goats. In the village there was a narrow bridge on the river. One day both the goats wanted to cross the bridge and want to reach the other side of the river. But the problem was that both the goats were standing facing each other. That is, one goat on one side and the other goat was on the other side. Since both the goats were silly, they both started fighting. One goat said, I shall go first. You stay away and allow me to pass the bridge first. The other goat said, No, I must cross first. You stay aside. Both of them yielded, and at last they both came in the middle of the bridge and began to fight terribly. As they both were fighting, both of them fell into the water and began to drown. Two silly goats, Grandma's digital vision. Nowadays, in each and every place, there lived a few silly minded people. In every place, to maintain their pride, stubbornness, and ego, the people are ready to behave in a very silly way. The people, they don't even think of maintaining good relations with family, friends, neighbors, or any other known fellow. The level of attitude makes anybody either intelligent or silly. In today's lifestyle, everyone wants the limelight to be focused on themselves. And to get that limelight, people mostly do the show offs relating to money, business, social life, etc. They even start dominating others by interfering in others' life, pulling legs in the beginning of any startup, unnecessarily spreading the words, stubbornness, and few more silly behavioral. If two such idiots are facing each other, like for example, two people are planning for the same business startup and more or less the same technique is being followed, then in such a situation, both's willingness will be to cross each other and move ahead. One person starts thinking, I'll reach very fast by working very fast before the other person completes it, and the other person also thinks the same. To do so, they both start fighting, and at a particular level, like how the two silly goats came in between the bridge while fighting with each other. Those two idiots fights every time by dominating, interfering, teasing, and continuously insisting their foolish behavior. Finally, they both loosen their motive of starting the work and fails down. They fell down in their work and began to drown. Grandma's illusion, Nuske. Those two goats were called silly because of their foolish behavior. If any of the goat have acted wisely, then it would have stopped the unnecessary trouble happening to the other goat. 2. A person who thinks wisely will neither get into any unnecessary trouble nor he will give any unnecessary problem to anyone, because a wise man can make his own decision by thinking about the problem and not to give any problem to anyone. 3. The person who is foolish in nature will always influence their own behavior, and by insisting their silliness they not only harm others but also they harm themselves. 4. On the other hand, if we read the story of two clever goats, then we may understand that it is totally not a wrong decision to bend in front of others. If we recline in front of others and it is fruitful to us, then why can't we tilt? If we behave cleverly, then not only we but also others would enjoy their work and get the fruitful benefits of their efforts. Moral of the story: always love others and try maintaining a good relationship. Act wisely and don't carry your silly behavior everywhere, because fools influence their tilt nature, while on the other hand, a wise man steals the show with his clever hacks. The moral we understand is fools always insist on stubbornness and harm themselves as well as others. So, friends, this is the older version and digitized vision of the Grandma's Tale Two Silly Goats. After listening to this story, just bring a change in your efforts, thoughts, behavior, and vision to reach your destination by achieving your goals. Always act wisely, because fools are always considered as fools and their foolishness is exhibited in their behavior too. Thank you for watching the video, and don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel by pressing the bell icon.